What's up, everybody? We're gonna get right into it today. I've got this massive center console. Inside, right here, we've got a 6-pack in a cooler. That's how big it is. Anytime I throw something in here, it gets completely lost. So what are we gonna do about it? I went on Amazon and I found this MX Auto Accessories tray, and it's pretty much exactly what I wanted. This thing is made in the USA, which is always a plus for me. I like to keep things local. It's a half tray, so it doesn't take up the entire console. It's got enough organization for, a couple of things that I want to keep up top, and it allows me to throw anything bigger down below. It's got some rubber mats in each of the compartments, which is pretty cool, and turns out it's actually 3D printed. So we just pop that in the Tundra and we're done, right? What kind of project would it be if I just bought something off of Amazon and installed it, right? Let's get back into the garage and make this our own. So I hopped on Amazon and I picked up a wireless charger. It's 2021, right? Gotta get with the times. I don't want to plug in my phone like a plebe every time I get into the truck. Look at that. Wireless charging right off the bat. The only thing is, it doesn't look great just laying in the organizer. So let's see if we can hide it. We can put it under the rubber mat. That works, that charges. But if we put it under the organizer, we don't get a charge. Okay, we're gonna have to get a little creative here. What I did is I 3D printed an enclosure for the wireless charger. That fits in there, nice and snug. And we're gonna be able to bolt that to the bottom of the tray. This doesn't solve the problem of it not actually going through the material, but we'll solve that here in a second. We're gonna tape up the tray, both sides, with some blue painter's tape, whatever you got lying around. Just something to keep the material from fraying. So on a second test fit with the wireless charger and the plug installed, it doesn't actually clear the little gap for wires. So we're gonna take out the Dremel and we're gonna create a little bit of a space here so that it fits nice and flush. The plastic was actually melting and I don't know why I thought it was a good idea, but I grabbed it and burned the crap out of my hand, like multiple times, not just once. Okay, so we take the 3D print, we place it down on the tray, mark out our holes, and drill them out. With those holes drilled out, we can now find the center, and just using a ruler, we're gonna throw down some lines. Alright, so I went to the big box store and bought the hole dozer from Milwaukee. This was $18. It was a ridiculous price for a hole saw. It's like, honestly, got to be a quarter of the price of this entire project. And it comes in this damn packaging. Anyway, onwards to the hole dozer. So we line up the hole saw and fling the tray out of our hand immediately. Alright, a little bit slower this time. Here you can really tell it was 3D printed. It's coming off in the strands that you'd expect. And when you're done, kind of looks like the hair you pulled out of your shower drain. Time for a little ASMR or tape peeling. Alright, now that we've got the hole cleared out, we can put the wireless charger back into the holder, line it up. Wow, look at that, a perfect fit. I love it. And the rubber mat fits nicely on top. Phone's charging. Got some really long machine screws that we're going to attach this with. I could have gone a little bit shorter, but these were the only ones that were available at Home Depot. I might actually cut them down later. I haven't decided yet. Go ahead and just tighten these up, socket on the back, and drill on the front. Alright, that's wireless charger attached and done. So to take this project a little bit further, I 3D printed a lighting array and taped it down to the tray, drilled it for mounting holes. This was kind of my first foray in designing something in Fusion 360 that I kind of just had an idea of, and I didn't have real, meaningful measurements. So luckily it all came together pretty well, and just kind of bolted it onto the bottom of the tray. And other than a little bit of slight warpage and a little bit of misalignment, I think it turned out pretty well. And then I placed the LED light strips within the channel just to give them a little test, make sure they fit and everything. And of course I had to turn them on. So pretty. Okay, off camera what I did is I actually routed the receiver to go through the old charging port, and I ran the power up through the front of the tray. And then I connected all of the strips together and ran them zigzag along the lighting array. I had originally planned on using extensions, but this was just a cleaner job. Then I pulled out the king of all glues, the hot glue gun, and glued it down into the array. I used hot glue just because I knew at some point one of these was going to burn out, and it's an easy replacement. If I had used the adhesive strips on the back of these lights, they would have fallen off almost immediately. Next is just to clean up some of the excess wiring and just tuck that back into the void within the tray. And there we have it, a wireless charging, LED lit center console organizer, completely custom made and absolutely overkill. So back in the Tundra, we locate our cigarette lighter and we pop in an Anchor USB converter. From there we can plug in the wireless charger and the lights. With it fully installed in the Tundra, we'll just key on the ignition to accessory, and bam, look at those LEDs. Throw our phone in there, already charging. This was one of those projects that was a really simple solve, but I just wanted to follow the rabbit hole a little bit, and I loved every moment of it. So thanks for hanging out with me in the garage, and I'll see you on the next one.